Here's 3 super easy and affordable ways to give your bathroom a nice little update without breaking the bank. Hey everyone, if you're new here, hi, my name is Whitney, and with this channel, I like to empower you to take charge of your space with creative and budget-friendly DIYs that really create a big impact. So if your bathroom needs a little TLC like mine did, let's get into it. Tip number 1 is paint. It's amazing how big of an impact a fresh coat of paint can give any space. Like a fresh coat of white paint on the ceiling, incredible. So this little box right here is a chase for obviously something, some plumbing, electrical, whatever. Now, originally this was painted the same color as the ceiling. I think I'm just gonna paint this and then the bottom part the same color as the walls, so it blends in together, so it doesn't stick out as much. The paint I'm using for this project is Behr's Interior Scuff Defense paint in the color Greenwich Village. This formula is specifically designed to stand up to everyday wear and tear, and it does not disappoint. I've used this color throughout my home, as well as my Airbnb properties and hallways and bedrooms. It has become a true staple in my design palette. And with the test of time, I can give it the Whitney seal of approval. It's durable, beautiful, versatile, and super easy to clean. The shade Greenwich Village is a warm, soft neutral with subtle green undertones, making it really adaptable to various different lighting situations and conditions, and it can fit into a lot of decor styles. It's a great color to play the balance between modern and timeless, and it really will create a cozy and fresh feel in any space. I chose an eggshell finish to use in this bathroom, and if you don't know the difference between different sheens, don't worry about it, because we're going to talk about it right now. I am not sponsored by Behr. I really do love this formula and this color. But Behr, if you're listening, call me. Something that I like to do with my paint is to create a little label out of painter's tape and write which rooms I've used this color in. It makes it so easy down the road when you need to do a few touch-ups. I made this handy dandy guide for you. So typically when you're painting ceilings, you're going to be using a flat sheen of paint. But in bathrooms where we're in high moisture areas, you don't really want to use a flat sheen because it is definitely not moisture resistant at all. I would go with either a washable matte or an eggshell. Eggshell is probably going to be best. Speaking of mattes, Benjamin Moore has a really great washable matte formula. I'll have a video coming up soon on a review of that here in a little bit. Eggshell is the most popular paint to use. It's really durable. It's great for any room. I'm actually using eggshell for the wall paint in the bathroom. Satin is also a really great option, especially for high traffic areas and kids' rooms and kitchens. It's really easy to clean, very, very durable, and it does resist moisture really well. Semi-gloss, I really wouldn't paint walls of semi-gloss or a high gloss because they're going to reflect every single imperfection. But semi-gloss is really great for trim, casings around doors and windows. It gives it a nice look. And then high gloss is really only reserved for furniture and cabinets. I have seen some high-end designers use high gloss on ceilings or walls, but that's not really my cup of tea. You could do it. I mean, you could do whatever you want. There really are no rules. But when it comes to bathroom ceilings, you might want to opt for something in the eggshell finish because a lot of your moisture, a lot of that humidity is going to be sitting on the ceiling. And if you use a flat sheen, you might get some more mildew and molding rather quickly. While you're painting, take a little time to clean up any old paint spatter from your tiles or fixtures. It does really make such a difference. Tip number 2, update your hardware. Hardware is kind of like jewelry for your bathroom. It's a small detail, but it can really elevate the space. There's a couple issues. This toilet paper holder kind of sits a little bit too close to the wall. So when you have a full toilet paper roll, the toilet paper doesn't want to, spin easily. It's just kind of jammed up against the wall. So this is the towel hook, and sometimes this wants to spin one way or the other. It's a fine solution to glue it, but we're gonna update, just a little update. All right, so here's the whole set. It comes with a dual towel drying hook. This is a hand towel ring, a toilet paper holder, and this is an adjustable length towel bar. I'm not in love with this white gasket, so I might just keep it a shorty and just have one towel hanging. I'm not quite sure, but all in all, I love the set. I do really like the finishing on this set. It is antique brass. I feel like it's really good quality, really good material, and it comes with like a million of these bags that I can reuse now. Here's the brass towel bar, not extended at all. About 4 inches shorter than what I have up there. But I really only hang one towel over this. I was hanging a towel and then the hand towel on top of that large bath towel. I kind of like that it's smaller. There's always only one towel hung over it. I never even hung two towels over the big one. Especially since I'm going to put the hand towel ring over here, we can have a little guy over here. So the way these work is there's a little screw on the bottom that you tighten with an Allen wrench, and the screw tightens up against this little indentation here. Tip number 3 is to add some simple shelves to maximize storage and create a little stylish space for yourself. We're gonna make some new shelves. These shelves were here when we bought the house. They've been okay, but they're not the most secure things in the world. I was just looking in my scrap wood pile, and I'm pretty sure these 3 will work. I originally wanted them to be like 25, 26 inches, but I mean, if I can just use these, I might as well just use these, right? These are 24 inches. That's kind of the length of what was there already, and that worked. Yeah, I'm just gonna use these. I'm not gonna, there's no sense in cutting a whole fresh board just to get an extra inch on each. Perfect. Got these all stained up in my favorite, you guys know, my Minwax Early American. And then we're gonna seal these with some satin finish polyurethane. Now I've put 2 coats of stain on here. Now I'm just sealing these up with a water-based polyurethane. I really like this one from Behr. It's in a satin finish. And whoops, I got a drip. And it's really nice. It's not too shiny, super easy. Apply your first coat and then you can apply your second coat in an hour. So when you're hanging shelves, what you want to do is find the center of your wall. So this wall is 34 inches wide, 17 inches is the center mark. Then you're going to find the center of your board. This is 24 inches. The center is 12 inches. So you're going to line up your center mark on your board with your center mark on your wall. And then you're going to check for level. I'm just going to mark where I'm going to put my brackets. These are the shelf brackets we're going to be using. This is antique brass. I love these. I use these in the city. These are really, really pretty. Got them on Amazon. A box of 4 is only like 25 bucks. So if you're going to do something like this, I'll link these below for you. So for this one, I put the brackets on the wall first and then put the board on top, but I found it pretty difficult to get these screws in as the shelf was already attached to the wall. So for this one, I went ahead and put the brackets on, and now we're gonna attach it to the wall. I think this is gonna be way easier. you have it. 3 easy DIYs to give your bathroom the facelift it needs. A little paint, a little hardware, a little DIY, and you got yourself a whole new vibe. I hope you guys like videos like this. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I would love to have you here, and I will see you all on the next one. Bye.